cracking the code. My name is Marlon Sanders. I've sold over 70,000 info marketing products online, so it's something I know a thing or two about at least. And I'd like to share with you not about what I do or how great I am, but about what you can do with info products and in the info product marketing business and how you can crack the code. With that said, let's go ahead and just jump in and look at a few things. We'll pop on over here and we'll go to resellertoolkit.com/kitchen sink. It's resellertoolkit.com/kitchen sink. This is my kitchen sink. So this is not all of my products, but a lot of my products that I've created. And as you can see here, we go, in fact, I'll see if maybe I can enlarge this just a little bit. We go here from some freebies, like my report, how I sold 70,000 products online, how I made 820 in a weekend, giving away a freebie. So some freebies. Then we got a little $9 offers, 27, 49, 48, 47, 62, 79, 79, 97, 107, 197, 495, 1497. So this is like a buffet or a menu of different products that I've created. And I've created many, many, many more, probably over 100. I just show that to you to show you I know a little bit about creating info products. So how do you crack the code? That's the question. And there's a few steps that you need to follow if you're going to be successful in this business. And number one is something I learned from Myron Golden, just listening yesterday to one of his YouTube videos. If you don't know Myron Golden, I just really recommend that you check out his YouTube channel. In fact, let me just show it to you here real quick. I'll get back over here. It's at youtube.com. And he has a book that on his website called the Boss Moves, right? And it's just a great, it's a great book and one of those things you're going to want to get. But this is Myron here. And, you know, I love people that give me inspiration, and he's one of those people. I don't know if you like to be inspired or not, but he's one of the greatest salespeople from the stage in the world. And this automatic money machine is a great video, and he shows his book there on Boss Moves. You might want to start off with that, but a bunch of these videos are great. So anyway, the point wasn't that. The point is we were over here on my kitchen sink. What he was talking about was, we were doing our step one. What he was talking about is it's not what you're so much interested in, although you can do that, but it's really about what is your customer or your potential customer. What are they interested in? Because but there's a balance. Like you have to do stuff, I think, products that have some kind of interest in, or the product's just boring, like there's no life to it. But on the other hand, if you're doing just stuff you're interested in, your customers, that's really not their thing. They're really not into it. It's like, what's the sound of one hand clapping? And so I think that you got to have this marriage between what you're interested in the field, but then try to take that and apply it to what the customer's interested in and the results and the outcome that the customer wants. And you've got to marry those two things together. It's a little bit of an art form, but the basic rule is there. You got to sell what customers want to buy. That would be step one. And then step number two is, at least in the beginning, I believe in being prolific, because you're going to get better just by doing it. You're going to get faster just by getting products out and by doing it. Like your first few products are going to be really tough. They're going to be like pulling teeth, but you get better at it. You get faster at it, and it gets easier. And I read the definition the other day of mastery. Mastery is when something is effortless. So I believe you want to at least put out info products to the point where it's effortless. Then if you don't want to put out that many, you just want to market what you got or whatever, that's fine. That's fine. But in the beginning, I think that you need to, you need to get to the point that you really got all the skills down and they're almost unconscious. Like I could go through and put products up, and it's at this point, it's pretty much, unconscious. Now, step number 3 is a critical one. You got to learn how to create perceived value for intangibles, because here's why: your information product is an intangible. You can't touch it, taste it, see it, feel it, pick it up, weigh it. You can't show it to a friend other than on your computer screen. So it is an intangible. The whole secret to the business is how well you can create perceived value for your products. Because if you can create perceived value, people will perceive the value of what you're offering and what you're selling, they'll be willing to pay you a premium price for an ultra premium result, right? The problem is that if your skills there aren't real good, you're selling a premium product for way too little money, and so you're getting screwed. Every time you sell a product, you're getting screwed because you're selling it for way too cheap, right? And there's a learning curve, and I think a constant, ever-changing learning curve on how you sell products, because it takes more today to sell an information product than it did 25 years ago. It just takes more. It's like I have a friend that was kind of used to just like putting up an order form and sending out an email, send them over to the order form, they buy the information product. Well, I'm sure you can do that today if it's a good offer, but certainly not like 10 years ago kind of results or sales, right? I mean, there's more competition, there's more saturated in the market. So you got to double down on what we call differentiation. Make it having some unique thing about your product, about your service that you blow up, that you magnify, that you emphasize, right? Like my product, I just did the seminar this week. It was incredible. It's at resellertoolkit.com/high-concept. It was an idea from the movie industry about what they call high concept movies, which are just like, boom, instantly understandable movies. They have the attributes of, number one, being universal appeal to at least the people in your niche or your target audience. And number two, there's some unique twist or unique angle about them. And you got to magnify your uniqueness, magnify your unique twist, but that unique twist has to be universally appealing to the people in your target audience. In other words, they got to want it. If they don't want it and it's unique, it don't matter. It don't matter how unique it is if they are don't wanters. They got to want the unique thing. But if you get really good at producing offers that have a unique appeal to them, magnified, and that also are have that universal appeal or benefit to people in your target market, target audience, then you've got a winning formula right there. So you get better at this. That's why I believe in the rule of being prolific, because not every product's a winner at all. Like, maybe 1 out of 7 products will be really a great seller. The others will do well if you market them to your list, but they're not going to be gangbuster. And so, especially in the beginning, and this is contrary to what other people are going to tell you. Other people are going to tell you just do a product or two and so forth. I just don't see it that way, because you got to do this thing and repeat it over and over to get really good at it. Now, once you get good at just doing, to me, bread and butter info products, now you need to get better at selling a premium offer. That's what Myron Golden teaches. Is mostly he teaches what's the word for them? Like the ultra premium offers, like $50,000, $80,000, $100,000, even $1 million. And that's a whole nother skill set. And just like creating an ebook you sell for 50 or $100, being able to present and sell a really high value offer, 80,000, 50,000, 100,000, that's a skill that you're going to get good at by doing it over and over and over and over until it's effortless, right? Like, I'm sure now it's effortless for Myron to sell from the stage or over a webinar. It's just second nature to him. But it wasn't that way when he started out. I'll guarantee you that. When he started out, it was not that way at all. And so, you know, you hear these stories of people that make all the money overnight. And if you have a really great offer, the right offer at the right time, the right marketplace, and it's a premium offer, yeah, I think you can do that. At the same time, you'll see sometimes these people will come and go because they really didn't get the skill. They had, you know, a great offer at the right time, but they really didn't have the right skills under their belt. And so they find sustaining their success is difficult because you got to be able to create your success. You got to be able to sustain your success. And then you got to be able to scale and increase your success. And if you can't do all of those three, it's not a winning formula. So I like to think that each video I make for you is worth $5 or $10 or $20. I don't know what price to put on them, but I want them to be worth money where you listen and you're like, I got my money's worth. So let me tell you a couple things out of what I just said that will give you your money's worth. If you will go to Myron Golden's channel and listen to some of his videos, you got your money's worth like there. Like this, how to increase your perceived value with offers, turn your articulation and compensation. I mentioned those last night when I did my high concept training, but some of these others are really good. The 8-figure brand, you can go through here and listen to them. You can't listen to a Myron Golden video without getting some ideas out of it. So that would be your payoff number one. Payoff number two is if you're not being prolific, you really got to learn to be prolific. Number three, if you're selling offers that you're interested in, but you're having a hard time selling them to your audience, you're thinking too much about what you want to sell and not enough about what your audience wants to buy. So you got to change up your mindset there. And then the next point is you got to learn how to create the perceived value for different types of offers, right? You've got your low ticket offer, you got a mid ticket, and then you have a big ticket or a high value offer, right? And then you have like an ultra high value offer. You need to learn to do all of those. You need to learn to sell all of those. And that is an art. It is a skill. It takes time. Now, that's not like an immediate payoff. But in some ways, it's a $5 idea because if you don't know that, you're thinking if you can't sell those things, something's wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you if you try it and it doesn't work for you. It's not because it doesn't work. It's because you didn't work enough to get the skill that it took. It's like Og Mandino in the Salesman Prayer said, I pray not for more opportunity, but I think he said, I pray for skills to take advantage of the opportunity that I have, right? So anyway, let me go over here real quick and just check, see if we have any comments today from our esteemed audience here. Gary says, yeah, I downloaded a few of the recommended on YouTube. Yeah, Gary, you'll love those. They're really great. And I do recommend his book, Boss Moves. I don't think it's on Amazon, though. I think you got to order it from his website. It's like $30 and then $10 shipping if you're in the US. I think it's 20 or 25 shipping overseas. But yeah, really a lot of great ideas, very inspirational book and some really good ideas. His big high concept idea in that, because I'm teaching high concept now, his big high concept idea was he's going to show you how to go from a $10,000 a month business to $120,000 a month business in 4 moves. You double your leads, double your conversion, add a premium offer, and then step number 4 is called force continuity. So you can go from $10,000 a month to $120,000 a month just with those 4 moves. Double your leads, double your conversions, add a premium offer, and add force continuity. That's what the Boss Moves book is about, right? It originally was a speech that he gave, I guess, to the Russell Brunson's audience. And then he had it transcribed and he spent like a year and a half rewriting it to actually turn it into a book. So, you know, it's a book that took a year and a half to write. So it's definitely worth the small price that he charges for it. I guess I have some allergies. Excuse me. Wow. All right. So anyway, that's what I've got for you all today. I hope you got your $5 or $10 or 20 bucks worth out of this today. This video right here, and then we'll wrap this up. How to increase your perceived value. We were just talking about that you got to learn to create perceived value for your offers and how extremely important that is, because information is an intangible. And I think this is a pretty darn good video here on how to do it, right? I mean, how to increase your perceived value with offers. Now, I need to do a whole video just on how do you create perceived value. There's a real art to it. There's a real science to it. But that video there will give you ideas and is a great start. Well, listen, thank you for coming today and listening. If you didn't get my high concept product yet, it's resellertoolkit.com/high-concept. If you don't have my seed marketing report, it's free at marlonsanders.com. And my report on how I sold 70,000 products online is resellertoolkit.com/70K. And if you just want to see all of my products, they're resellertoolkit.com/kitchen sink. Y'all have a great day. This is Marlon Sanders. I wish you the best of success until I